Pues aquí estamos de nuevo, amigos. Vamos a ver si está la pesca más mejor hoy. Está un poco más nublado, pero tenemos varios días que ha estado más caliente. Casi llega a los 70 grados. Tengo una caña de 5.6 ultra light con 2 jig heads en el high-low rig. Se me hace con este high-low rig tenemos más chance de capturas hoy. So, quizás podemos capturar unos cuantos más. Vamos a ver lo que pasa. You're going to see me moving around and trying different things. We might have our rod tip up, our rod tip down to hit different levels of the water column. Another thing you can do is reel in a little faster or a little slower. The goal is to activate these fish to strike. This time of year, our water's a little bit colder than we'd like. We've had a couple of warm weather days, but we haven't had any warm rain. Seems to me like warm rain warms up these creeks faster than having a few warm weather days. So these fish are a little sluggish. Like I said, the whole goal is to get these fish to activate, to strike more often. The more strikes you have, the more keepers you'll get. The more keepers you get, the more grease will be sizzling at the end of the day. Primera captura del día, un crappie chico. No es una tabla, pero al mínimo es una captura. So usually when I'm fishing creeks for sand bass, I try to find where there's current. Usually this rocky area usually works pretty good for us. Also try to find a transition area where it goes from pretty shallow to deep pretty quick and then shallow again, so that'll hold pockets of fish. Right now I'm doing jigs. I got a 1/8 ounce Roadrunner with a bubblegum and chartreuse on a high-low rig. Got the smaller one up top, the bigger one on the bottom. Around here I've got a little curve where it gets real shallow, then it gets deep, and then around that backside it gets shallow again. Try to let it hit the bottom and then come up at it. Come up a little slow. I'm stuck. So, got broke off again. I hate breaking off tackle. You think you're doing all right, and what's there's 1 second isn't there the next. The bad thing about breaking off today is that I'm breaking off on long casts, so I'm losing a lot of line, and as you can tell I'm pretty short on line today. So if I break off another 2 times I might be done. No good, no good. We're gonna keep at it and see what we get. I'm pulling too much stuff off the bottom, so it means it's pretty shallow here, and then find a little bit deeper area. Where are the fish? Captura. Bebito, chiquito. Otra captura. Vamos a ver. Otra más chiquita, más chico, todavía chico. Pero mira cómo palea. Casi 9 pulgadas. Pero todavía muy pequeño. I think that's about it for me today. Just wasn't happening. I thought this overcast day and warmer temperatures was gonna do it. Just wasn't happening. But you know, another day at the office is better than being at the office. So I don't know, stick around, keep watching. Eventually I'm bound to catch a fish. Eventually it's bound to happen. Eventually I'll be caught on camera. Eventually I'll go home with the stringer full. It's still early, but I know, I'm just waiting to be here right when it starts popping off so I can be excited about it. So the only one big enough to keep, but since he's the only one, I'm gonna have to let him go. Call your buddies, tell them I'll be here in a couple days. Come have a party with me. Let's have some fun.